Welcome to tonight's episode of Green Pillars. We're continuing on with our journey to Tutu Rural Training Centre's Farmers Forum that was held in July earlier this year. Now, Tutu Rural Training Centre is a non-formal adult education centre that has been in operation for over 40 years. My team and I were honoured to be a part of their first ever Farmers Forum that was held at their headquarters, and it featured guests like Mr. Sant Kumar from Bula Agro in Nandi, Mr. Jimmy Mbana, who is an Extension Officer from the Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. K. Kandianan, who is from iTech Expert Spices, Mr. Kaitu Erasito, who is from the Nature's Way Cooperative, and Mr. Richard from Ben's Trading, who is a middleman. Now, each of these speakers spoke on the topics relating to their field, and after each topic there was group discussions with the participants where they discussed what they understood about the subject. Now, today we'll be listening to Kaitu Erasito talk about analyzing value chain as a farmer, and most importantly, we have an open forum discussion with the Taveuni middleman. A middleman is a buyer, and farmers ask the pressing questions about how they benefit and how the middleman benefits. So all that and more coming up tonight. Youth unemployment, together with limited support for rural livelihoods, has emerged for decades as a major intractable problem for Fiji and the Pacific Island countries. People are increasingly moving to urban centers to find formal employment. However, jobs are limited, and 60% of people in full-time formal employment are earning wages below the poverty line. Rural areas, despite outmigration, continue to be the home for half of Fiji's population. Fiji's key exports are rural-based, providing the greatest potential for future development and prosperity, particularly in the agriculture, forestry, fisheries, and tourism sectors. The Tutu Rural Training Centre offers programs to prepare community members for rural self-employment. The courses now offered are the Young Farmers, Married Couples, and Young Women's course. Focusing on skill areas like farming and agriculture, handicrafts, sewing, financial, and life skills, the centre has something for each participant. The Tutu Rural Training Centre has had a major impact on the people of the province of Dakondrove. More than 2,000 young people have completed the various courses on offer over the last 40 plus years. Most of the graduates from these courses returned to productive lives, earning a livelihood from the farming of their own land. The Young Farmers course, or the YFC for short, was first introduced in 1983. The aim of the course is to help form and train young single men from the province of Dakondrove to be autonomous, responsible, and mature young adults who are able to take control of their own lives and live productively as self-employed farmers on their own land. Making his way to Tutu from Dromunoku, Naweni in Dakondrove, Chone is one of the participants of the Young Farmers course.
Balangan nunggu bela kumena korbuling warutaki o binakata me vorteki nukumbula selanga nungul wayang watamata talanga usibi mumirata kene so nunggu tatandra takete me rata nunggu non mbula memori anunggu titinga me baleta nunggu titing me koro ya wasarto kumena koro keme me tarasarto kangona me ado na titi tarango nang giado le dakabanga ibidanga na dakadaka le sumai sa dumala kabe keme kemba merin tosbina kadaka kame nakor na nungu embek ngani mbula au embek kirso ul korwo chungo yau nungu tatanda taka chungo me ember no atoribola me sana nduri to nungu vale mo sana do nungu tatanda le monito lembek naka.
Now, students like Chane were grateful to be part of a farmers forum as such, where they heard from and learned industry secrets or trade secrets from industry experts like Kaitu Erasito, who we've had on the show before to talk about the Fiji red papaya. Now, Kaitu spoke extensively on analyzing value chain as a farmer at the forum.
Sangkai nangone balengkai kina na ona talon takanga vale unikwa na village. Membo varataka vale lai bekentatu na vanu na muri na wile chingo me adoba ni kanyamai na wile chingo I sanandua ni Silanji se Australia na nona supply chain wakatalenga kina na value chain ni village Na te village tulu na matangali village na ngone tumbu mekina sulia mai na vuni village. Entua na mail ko se wale tunga. Sini bua se wale tunga na ndrau na se wale tunga vula na se na balau. Ya entua na matangali village kin karua female mukichi. Kwa la ko ngai na in a local market. Ngai chiko na pear shape o koya export o koya. Ina ono na ndrau na seedling ke tu supply taka be to na fama. Na ono na ndrau ya ngone take na one eta spot dona laini era tete andua 5% 50% of that 600 will be female. Kwela kona local market. And then you are left with other 50%. 50% na export sa nagitube ko. Yun ano mutakete chiko ko mo export. Sangkay wonga 50%, but the 50% niya sa amus sa lako na export market. Kung nakamo kimukichiya. Na 50% niya 20% nga 20% na reject fruit, na fruit lalay, na sinisut siya ni mita ka na kriteria korto binakatamay na export market. Sa nagkibuwa nga ba ko 30%. 30% nga mo sa kita katuyani. Iyo, esa fama, ya, endo na lusi levo, endo na loss levo, do chico ba ko ya. Nata makito sang kita ka, makito wali akina ya. Makito sa tete 3 at a spot. Kaniyan dua, me 3 at a spot. Angon ko virto na bitu na fama kito tea uchikete manortu wile chingo 3 at a spot. Tolu na bula, uchina tete nangone tolu kin na bula iko nang kirai da nang duin ni flower. O kwa isola mai na female iko musuka lai bisara, ko lai. So ki pampulanga kwa nga export. Baleta na no mundo na kaya may 100% export. May kwa kina na female, kwa kina na male, may 100% wantondon saranga na export. Nangon sa rawa kinaya o sanangay makatakayani na nomu next step, which is to supply the export market. So from that 600 musulay berua sanangay ronan raw na buni uto, buni village. Sorry. Ronan raw na buni village into na fama. Ronan raw after 9 months, diona bula, iko sanangay harvest. Sanangay take mo harvest. Ona harvest chiko meazo barua bimama se tulna baki.
Don't go anywhere. Coming up, we hear more from Kaitu and Richard, a Taveuni middleman buyer. The Principal Director of Tutu Rural Training Center says the rules of economy apply to farming as much as they do to any other business. In his welcoming remarks at TRTC's Farmers Forum in Taveuni, Father Petero Mateiratu said while farming is a risky business dependent on domestic prices and changes in foreign markets, the appreciation of the business concept and its principle is critical to its success. Speaking at the same forum, Kaitu Erasito from the Nature's Way Cooperative spoke about analyzing value chain as a farmer.
Kila binakango gondo na nursery man may volachi ko na ni to seed ni village be ngauna kede sa taura kede tu na seeds ngori no nandambi tu ngori. Ngori na seed blongo. Nada ba kito da kaba ni sembera ni tandola na flawaya. Kito sa songota na tanga ni yangona. Kona tanga bula-bulanga. Mengke tandola chiko sa tandola chiko I lomani bag. Balita na daba mekito marura chiko na purity na characteristics ni Fiji red papaya. Fiji red papaya nangonaya a Hawaiian papaya. Kito arongo na Hawaiian. Yeah. Okay, sa coach ko may na kena seeds na kenite may kya nangona kito sa ko tamikina sa te bichi bila levu singa toka raki na pano kedea sa acclimatize sa adapt sa viso sarnada na me Fiji red. We make sure that we hit the target, make sure that all the 1 acre is being planted properly, make sure after 9 months, 2, 3 years, we'll be harvesting, and all the rejects, we're buying it for $1, 1 kilo. Can be 5 crates, can be more, 25 kilo per crate, and that's the amount the farmer will be getting. Gonduanga na madawa. Torani farmer kede. Active farmer. Kwa ngaya nga iwasearua na farmer kena active. O kwa ngaya bala. O kwa ngaya senga ni budesa. O kwa ngaya via tosiliu me takakanga bakukwa. Knowledge, skills. Ondeta mibe. Ondeta nga mai bendo na farmer ngori. Farmer tu farmer. Lako binando na farmer. Yuko lako liraida. Yo, te vada bongo. Tumbu bina katuna no muyangona ngo nataro kedea. O iko talenga ko e chukubi iko na information. Sere katalenga yani. Sere katalenga yani. Koni punita katu. O sini kota kede ngori. Sere katalenga yani. Go me bango sere kachiko yani ngo. Balta nada ba bale chikimdo, bale chikito, kenda tu kede. Tu daka bata. COVID-19, good, bad. Vayanra chikeda to, hayado mai. Vayanra chikeda to, menda to lesu talenga nangele. To le takataka nga bako koika. Yo menda to le wangaranga mena information. Me buki kenda to, menda to tosanga kina ilio. Face planting. Gosaranga na panwa to malumukina. Sto sa titei. Sa senga ni bilutuki. Sa senga na tete votale. Face planting is very important. Continue to plant. Ko tukuna chiko. Na yamba kisaranga ni tete ngo. Kepa ko umbita keve na ka kevin lo maningelengo. Tatamusuki na yamba kimingo. Iyo ni ochi na tatamusuki ya. Sobi kita tu saya to sartu ngaika. Senga yamba kimingo 500 utale. Se bula tolumengo 500 utale. Biuta chiko ngai lo maningele. Biuta chiko nga nanu mungauna, nanu mukaukaua, SA youth. Youth keden tabisungo. Dona ngauna, enalutu sombu mai na kaukaua ngori. Intercropping, me viduruma kichiko na vika kede, to kwani nguledhava, na vika kede tu tea chiko, ilo maningele, ena lutu sombutu ngamai na kakana lo maningele na biambaki ngo patu iko titechiu iko talenga na ngono harvest kina usandre talenga mai na uro ningele baleta na bua alako kedenga mai nangele endo na bibuke fertilizer dotal na bibuke binaka ke baka olai bana no mungele me mode dua na mbaki se ono na bula de na bula labi kwa me mode labi kwa me regenerate takatalemai na nona kaukaua sena minerals intercrop songa na kame me dhuriloma ni sembera ni otatamusuki na mid-term se long term. Very important to have short-term crop. Baleta na daba. Kama do tewele o tukuna chiko virtu na vitu na famosia vitu na yaka ronan rauna bunikau sa teitu sa reribina katu. Diona bulo iko harvest. Yo kawalu ni bula aya dumikine ndona thangi lamba lebu. Me lako tungamai me sabasara alako. Nada pa nangihado. Nada po nadakaba. A very important kina mo intercrop takachiko na short term crop. Me chikilo maya na short term crop. Balete tolunga na bula, vanabula o tatamusuki rawa. Isempera ni ato mai dona thangi lamba. O vulitaka na no short term rawa ilabo mekina. Sangai tos juga yo skeba kai senga na thangi lamba tatamusuki na medium term. Ke senga tal na thangi lamba tatamusuki na bono tulu ya.
Now, you may have heard of the term middleman in all agricultural sectors. Now, middlemen can operate in 3 different ways. Their roles could be middleman as a trader, middleman as a provider, and middleman as a distributor. Richard is a middleman buyer from Ben's Trading in Taveuni. He also spoke at the Tutu Rural Training Centre's Farmers Forum regarding his role in the export market.
When I normally buy Dalo in Taveuni, when people give me a call, farmers give me a call, they'll ask, hey Rich, what's the price of Dalo? First question. The second question, hey Richard, what's our passing grade? That is the two important things when you plant Dalo, you should know. The most important thing that I'm trying to, the important thing for you is the price. But for me, it's the quality. I would like to talk about the process of Dalo buying in Taveuni. First is the price. Prices will depend on the demand and supply of Dalo throughout Fiji. Dalo price is in the island is mostly higher than the mainland price. That is just because of the consistency of Dalo supply from Taveuni. The weather is just suitable all year. Prices will also depend on the quality and the quantity supplied by each farmer. Sometimes farmers just get only one bag, so you don't think that you're going to have a higher price for that. If you get 1 ton or more and you got quality Dalo, you'll have a good price for it. For the quality of Dalo, Dalo should be at least 700 grams and above in weight. That's the smallest, eh? Dalo should not be double skin, 8, peanut, or bottle shape. Not meeting this requirement, Dalo will be rejected. So we can nando titis ando tun mai. Nandang ko sa reject. Sa siya sa reject. Si andal man nga sinari ko na market. Mulibultang na market. Kenda ando ko na kabin na kami ando bultaki. Kali levu and quality ando be usaki chukina. The Dalo should not be damaged. That's ando levu nangon ando bultak na andalo. Mabuan andalo. Se rakusitu. That total sara doesn't take long to be rotten. And this Dalo, the tosala, why it's expensive is just because of the shelf life.
Up next, an open forum where these young farmers ask the pressing questions regarding how the middleman operates. Stay tuned. It is extremely important for farmers to know how middlemen operate because they are crucial players in every market. Both consumers and producers stand to benefit from their services. In addition to constantly matching the supply and demand in the market, middlemen provide valuable feedback to the producers about their market offering. Richard is a middleman buyer in Taveuni, speaking on behalf of Ben's Trading.
The buyers in Taveuni, we practice the first quality control for the Dalo before it is sent to Suva, to our factory or processing site.
Following Richard's presentation, the students were invited to be part of an open forum to understand more about how the middleman operates.
Sa ambasi kasar tumaingo endo na middleman. Sa duri sar tungango matamuni endo saranga na middleman. Kene bale do baru takachukuna no mdo taro. Kuchingo e nangi vida talana no mdo taro some question that the farmers want to ask. It's very important. Nangauna lenga kinana criteria ya. Kita tu mendo tu redalisunga na katua dakaba. Dalambeka nangauna tu aba moderambeka nangauna ni biumaniwa senga kina ni lebu binaka na bonindalo kamusu. Ali ato saramika kaindo atalituena kena tarbambamba lebu saranga na reject. Senga okenda tunga. Tu babinaka takanga, sabat babinaka kriteria ke pakosini kilana kriteria lako litaro. Maltananga na mo harvest kina, mesa chiko bi kongo na criteria. Okay, sababa babinaka, kipakaita ka chiko na bipasi, kerkere. Harvest nga mai, bitang nga may pamalwa. Dendre nga, sa ando no babinaka sarto nga na bitalan no ay. Iyo, siya daba. Iya.
Baka muni pamadala na papaya na dalo. Tombe anduin no bang na NPK na organic na lib.
Okay. Organic. Nangaw orto sa chiko birto na egg gam. Bida na organic fertilizer orto sa buli-buli taka chiko. To sa raida chiko na kena binaka iko raida na program ni Green Pillar orto kamburaka chiko na kena binaka na organic fertilizer. Yo bekenda to na yawa mai suba to biraya kinga. To raida na chicken maniwa se na maniwa to na maniwa ni ose na maniwa ni bulmakau na maniwa ni me kumu na kede batama ingori. Kumu na batanga mai zakabanga na lomu organic maniwa. Yo dona vitala no binaka baleta ni sember ni apply taki binandalo sin madala in dua sambo organic ndalo yo vita talenga na fertilizer ni inorganic fertilizer ko bato tolo takatale na tumbu bato tolo takatale na buana mekalebu yo nanu matale chiko ke bakausa banga taka chiko na chikini ngelengori banga taka chiko na maniwa na fertilizer na kakedea nanu mamendo na fellow period mendo na banu amedhengukina na nanumungele December ni otoma na taleani nanumu tete nanuma chiko ke bako maroro nanumungele oloma na nanumungele na bua talenga na bua takamai na binaka talenga
Asanin dalo na reda na vida na bag sauch. Na kena toso na ke totolo na kena tanger totolo mai. Ini toso ba malotu nandende Andor kabina. Nintende na kena leituida. Na kena ivana tagida ko lang baleta ni sasenga saranga andal. Leilai. Ngau na kito bakota chukin na nandalo ivalai. Na baki rosa oti. Ala yado saranga $1 kina $5. Sa nandalo. Senga mandanga ebe vasanga bulungan nak pasyente. Nindalo na kaci nandalo me bakau vasanga bulungan pasyente eraw asalele sana abuni kan cerita nangau nango dakalongata mitig ngai da kena saunda baleta na lebu ni dautite sara mole mai nangau
Dalo from all the islands, Taveuni, maybe Vanua Levu and Viti Levu. Do you find any qualitative difference of Taveuni produce?
In Taveuni, it's very, I can see it's very clean down. The skin is just thin. The skin. It's compared to Viti Levu. And some people prefer, like in overseas, Taveuni Dalo is low, not Viti Levu.
Okay. And that's all we have for you tonight from the Tutu Rural Training Center's Farmers Forum. But join us next week as we go on a tour of Tutu's 1,109-acre property full of exciting pit stops. That's all coming up next week. We'll see you then.